Hello guys, welcome back to Current Affairs Adda. And in this session, we're going to discuss what are the key highlights of the monetary policy that has been released by RBI for the month of August. The monetary policy released is being published by the MPC Monetary Policy Committee. Okay, so let's begin for the day. So RBI's monetary policy, before going to the highlights that what are the monetary policy, you must be knowing that there are two types of policies to control the economy, right? The first is the fiscal policy. It is the fiscal policies is by the government, such as taxation and the subsidies, the rising of taxes and the subsidies. And the second is the monetary policy, which is by the central bank of the country. That's basic. In India, it's RBI. Monetary policy is again of two types. It is qualitative and quantitative. Quantitative controls the amount, the flow of money, and qualitative is the quality, that is, so some of the qualitative are moral suasion, etc. And quantitative is, again, you will get to repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, SLR, TLTRO, NSFR, right? These are the various instruments through which the government and the RBI can control the injection and the flow of money in the economy, right? So before, what are the highlights? I've just given the background of what is MPC, and it is being regulated by RBI Act 1934. The major objective of MPC is to maintain price stability. No, this is the keyword for your answer writing, maintain price stability. You can just go through this slide. What are the highlights? So the first highlight is the policy rate is unchanged, that the repo rate, which is also called policy rate, at 4%, and the reverse repo rate is at 3.35%. रेपो रेट वो रेट होता है जिस रेट पे जो कमर्शियल बैंक्स है वो आरबीआई से पैसे लेते हैं, और रिवर्स रेपो रेट इज द रिवर्स ऑफ रेपो रेट, दैट इज वो रेट एट विच आरबीआई बोरोज मनी फ्रॉम द कमर्शियल बैंक्स। आरबीआई ने इसलिए अनचेंज रखा है बिकॉज राइजिंग रिटेल इन्फ्लेशन जो है, हमारी जो रिटेल इन्फ्लेशन है जो सीपीआई का मेजर करती है, सीपीआई इज कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स, वो 6.09% तक इंक्रीज हो चुकी है, और ये हमारे जो उर्जित पटेल कमेटी ने जो इन्फ्लेशन रेंज दिया था, दैट इज 4% विद ±2%, उस बैंड को ब्रीच कर चुका है. So it is out above the comfort zone of RBI. Therefore, keeping in mind this, growth has been traded for price stability, right? Or keeping the policy rate unchanged. तो दूसरा था लोन रीस्ट्रक्चर. लोन रीस्ट्रक्चरिंग इज दैट लोन, आपके लोन जो है अब मोरेटोरियम पीरियड अगस्त 31 को खत्म होने वाली है, तो वापस बोरोअर्स को अपने लोन्स अलोंग विद द इंटरेस्ट बैंकों को जमा करनी होगी. बट क्योंकि कितने सारे स्मॉल फर्म्स एंड एज वेल एज इंडिविजुअल बोरोअर्स जो इनका गुड ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है पास्ट में, बट वो फेस कर रहे चैलेंज अपने डेट को रिटर्न करने में बिकॉज ऑफ द रिलेटिवली कैश फ्लो जनरेशन एबिलिटी कम हो चुकी है. इस दौरान, इस लॉकडाउन पीरियड के दौरान उनके पास उतने पर्याप्त अमाउंट पे इनकम नहीं आ सकी है ताकि वो लोन वापस दे सके. तो इसके पास सरकार के पास दो ऑप्शन बच, बैंकों के पास दो ऑप्शन बचती है कि राइट ऑफ करने के, ताकि अपने बैलेंस शीट को क्लीन रख सके, लोन्स को राइट ऑफ करे, या दूसरा रीस्ट्रक्चर करे. रीस्ट्रक्चर करने में ये है कि यू विल गेट एटलीस्ट समथिंग. Write off में you won't get, you have to forgo the amount, but when you restructure your loan you will at least get something, and something is better than nothing. Though it may lead to increase in NPAs. So only, but इसका भी एक condition है, this third point is important, only those borrowers are eligible for restructuring जिनके account were classified as standards and not default more than 30 days as of 1st March 2020. और ये रीस्ट्रक्चर जो लोन है, ये इसको इट विल बी हेडेड बाय अ कमिटी कॉल्ड केवी कमलनाथ कमिटी, एंड दिस केवी कमत कमिटी, एंड दिस कमिटी who is a former ICICI Bank chairman would be looking into or working out the entire restructuring scheme. The third is the liquidity support. 10,000 करोड़ इनफ्लक्स की गई है इक्वली. नबार्ड को 5,000 करोड़ दी गई है और नेशनल हाउसिंग बैंक को 5,000 करोड़ दी गई है, ताकि स्मॉल फाइनेंसर्स, होम लोन कंपनीज जो डिफिकल्टीज फेस कर रही है इस पैंडेमिक के दौरान, उनकी मदद हो सके. और ये जो लिक्विडिटी सपोर्ट दी गई है, ये पॉलिसी रेट पे दी गई है, दैट इज 4%. अदर आरबीआई ने इकोनॉमी की स्टेटस भी बताई है. तो इसमें फोर्थ पॉइंट टर्न्स आउट टू बी इम्पोर्टेंट, दैट रियल जीडीपी ग्रोथ इज इन्फ्लेशन एडजस्टेड. Real GDP growth is estimated to be negative in 2021. Second, it is the rural sector that will be driving the economy. Right, the green shoots is visible from the rural sector, and we can see that out of the 8 core sector, it is only the fertilizers that is blooming. supply chain disruption persist है, it is still, and mutual funds are stabilized. ये मेजर मोटी बातें निकल कर आई थी RBI के स्पीच से about the status of the economy. Now, this is the summary. What are the policy prescriptions? As we said, restructuring of loan, relief for individual borrowers. You can just go through it. It's just a recapitulation of what has been taught earlier. This is an important information. You should know about it. There are two types की होती है कि आपकी इकोनॉमी जो है वो काफी हीटेड इकोनॉमी है, दैट इज बहुत अच्छे से ग्रोथ हो रही है, हाई ग्रोथ हो रही है. तो जब आपकी इकोनॉमी में हाई ग्रोथ हो रही है तो आपके इकोनॉमी में कैश इनफ्लो ज्यादा है, राइट. सेट ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज इज बीइंग चेस्ड बाय लार्ज नंबर ऑफ मनी. दिस वुड लीड टू इन्फ्लेशन. एज अ रिजल्ट बैंक्स अपनी इंटरेस्ट रेट को बढ़ा देते हैं. इसलिए इंटरेस्ट रेट को बढ़ा देते हैं ताकि जो मनी गुड्स, स्पेसिफिक सेट्स ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज को चेस कर रहे हैं वो इंसेंटिवाइज होके पीपल जो है, कंज्यूमर्स जो वो सेव कर सके. और जब कंज्यूमर्स उसे सेव करेंगे तो वापस इन्फ्लेशन स्टेबलाइज होगा, इट विल कम डाउन टू नॉर्मल. बट इन केस ऑफ द इकोनॉमी दैट इज डिपिंग, this is for the heated economy, but in case of the economy that is dipping, growth is stagnated, banks interest rate को cut करते हैं. इसलिए cut करेंगे ताकि people would not find profitable to save. They would take out money from there and they would spend in various sectors, right? As a result, जो आपके disinflation है, negative inflation rate है, वो वापस फिर से stabilize हो सके and stabilize होकर normalize आ सके, that is 2 to 4% के बीच में जो हुआ. So this is entirely mentioned in this slide. I hope you got this concept. But India का क्या हो गया है? India में अभी फिलहाल it's a very odd situation. Inflation is increasing. Retail inflation has breached the target of 6%. Inflation is increasing, but the economy is stagnant. Economy में production नहीं हो रही है because दोनों तरफ से, even your supply side and as well as demand side has been disrupted. Right? The inflation is increasing, economy is stagnant. This is known as stagflation. So therefore, RBI decided to wait, keep the policy rates unchanged, trade off growth for price stability, and then after few months, in upcoming months, it will decide what to do and what not to do. So it has kept the policy rates unchanged. India is overgoing through a very odd situation, that is stagflation. These are some of the features, key features or components of stagflation. You can go through this. Right? You can see inflation is there, GDP is low, high rate of unemployment, recession in most of the sectors. 7 out of 8 sectors except for fertilizers is in recession. Poor implementation of government policies. These are some of the components of stagflation. I hope I have covered all the major points. Still, if something is left or if you want me to explain some other point, you can just ping down below in the comment box and I'll definitely try to come out with all those stuff. Thank you, people. Keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you, people.